A chili bar with all the fixins is a fun way to get your guests to play with their food. But the star of the show is the beef chili with beans. I'll show you how simple it is to make a flavor-packed chili that your guests can pile on their favorite toppings. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We share recipes for food, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips too. Now we try and keep it all as simple as possible, especially for those of you out there who say that you just can't cook or entertain, because we know that you really can. So if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and you'll get a new episode every single week. Today, our celebration is all about a chili bar. Yes, we're having some company in a few days, and we're going to be making a chili bar, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But of course, the star of the chili bar is the chili. So we're going to make my beef chili with beans. So let's get started. I have here a nice little Dutch oven heating up. To that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. Right in. Beef chili with beans. We need ground beef. I have 1.5 pounds or 680 grams of ground beef. Now, this is full fat. This is 80% lean with 20% fat. You really want this amount of fat in here. Don't get the super lean, the 95% lean. Don't use ground turkey or pork. Use the beef right in. The reason we're using the full fat beef is because this is a quick chili. This is going to give flavor. And as always, I tell you, season your layers. We're going to hit this with some salt and pepper, generous amounts. We're going to break this up, and we want this to brown. So this is going to take a few minutes to brown, and you just want to keep an eye on it, keep breaking it up, giving it a stir. Now, I said we're making a chili bar, and that's what we're doing. I love making various bars for my guests, whether it's a Bloody Mary bar, or a chili bar, or a baked potato bar. I just love it. It gets the people engaged in the party, engaged in their food. They can have their own experiences, and it's really a fun way to get people talking. All right, this is just going to take a few minutes to brown all the way out. Alrighty, just that quickly, because my pan was nice and hot, this is ready to go. It's only been about 3 or 4 minutes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a slotted spoon. I'm going to scoop this out right back into the same bowl. Because this meat will be going back in and cooking, it doesn't matter that it had raw beef in it before. It will be fine. We're just going to drain this off, and I want to leave the rendered fat in this bowl, in the pot rather, because that's going to help cook my vegetables. Okay, the beef is all out. I've still got my fat in here. There's little bits in there that are still cooking, and that's okay. Next ingredient is an onion. I have 1 large onion. I just roughly diced, nothing special. I'm going to go right in. To that, some celery. I have 2 ribs. Again, just sliced up. Nothing fancy at all. Layers, some salt and pepper. That's going to help them start to render their liquid, start cooking. And we're going to give this a little stir to get them going. We're going to let these cook down for 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, just so they're starting to soften and get some color on them. Okay, we've been about 3-4 minutes now. My onions are starting to turn a little translucent. The celery is getting nice and bright. Everything's starting to cook and come together. Next, we want to add my favorite, some garlic. This is just 3 cloves. I just roughly slice them up. That's all you need to do. Right in. We're going to give this a minute or so, just so you start to smell that garlic. Okay, the garlic is going now. I can really smell it. It smells wonderful. Now we really have to add the flavor. We're going to start with tomato paste. This is 1 tablespoon. This is going to add richness and depth and wonderful caramelized flavor. I'm going to put that in. Let it hang out for a minute. I'm going to stir it up with all these vegetables so they get coated. While that's cooking away, all you need to do, we're going to add some spices now. First, some garlic powder. Simple, granulated garlic or garlic powder, 1 teaspoon, right in. Next is my secret weapon. This is 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Now, the smoked paprika is readily available nowadays, and really seek it out in your store because you're going to use it more than you think you will. You may think paprika just goes on deviled eggs or potato salad, but the smoked paprika, wow, it adds so much flavor. Right in. Now for the chili part. I have a teaspoon of chipotle chili powder. Now, chipotle chili powder is a little hotter than the regular chili powder you might use for your chili. It's a little smoky, it's a little fruity, and it has a little bit of heat. I'm only using a teaspoon because that's the amount of heat I like. And on the chili bar, there's going to be other spicy things, so my guests can spice up their own bowls of chili. Right in. Now, I put all these spices in, so they'll have a few minutes just to toast, to release their oils, and mix it well. And it's just going to help all these flavors come together. They're all hanging out in here. They're getting to know one another. And it's going to be delicious. Oh, and that paprika, that smoke is just coming up. Ooh. All right, we're giving this a moment. It really just needs a minute. Next, tomatoes. This is 1 15-ounce, or I think it weighs out to 411 grams of tomatoes. Now, I'm using a can of fire-roasted tomatoes with their juice. Right in. We'll stir. Now, what's chili without beans? I know some people, there's a bean camp, there's no bean camp, but I like beans in my chili. So I'm adding 2 cans. Now each can is 15 ounces or 425 grams. I'm adding 2 of them. These are red kidney beans. Right in. And then of course, finally, our ground beef is going right back in. I'll give this a good mix. Now this is nice and thick. Sometimes people like chili a little thinner. You can add some stock or wine or beer to it to thin it out. I like it thick. And right now, it's not done cooking yet. As this cooks, all these vegetables will release all of their liquids. And we're going to have a delicious, velvety, thick chili. So here we go. All mixed together. I'm going to lower the heat just a little bit, and we're going to put the cover on it, and we're going to let it simmer for 30 minutes. Alrighty, here we are. Our chili is done, and we're about to taste it. But before we do, let's talk about that chili bar. Here I have just a few things that you can offer your guests for your chili bar. Let's see. I have some tortilla chips here, my favorite kind, store-bought. Simple. I have some fresh limes. I have two different types of salsa here. One is a little hot, one is mild. One is a southwestern type with beans and corn in it. Now I got these, believe it or not, in the produce department of my local supermarket. So check your produce department. You will find some delicious things like this. On this side, I have some shredded cheeses. I have some guacamole. Again, made in the produce department of my supermarket. So check yours. We have some sour cream for a little heat. I've got my favorite two hot sauces, little Tabasco and Crystal hot sauce. We have some sour cream, some scallions, black olives, and my most delicious thing, some pickled jalapenos. Look for them in the pickle department. They are delicious. But let's talk about this chili. Let's see how this looks. Ooh. Wow. Right off the bat, I'm getting that smoked paprika. Let me get rid of this. And let's taste that chili. Now I have a bowl. I already started with some of these tortilla chips in the bowl. I'm going to scoop some chili on top, because if this isn't hearty enough, the chips will help. Almost like nachos. Nice hearty scoop in there. Now, of all these things, what do we want? I'd like a little more freshness. I'm going to try some of this salsa right on top. And then maybe some cheese. What the heck? A little squirt of lime. Just for good measure. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to need a beer to go with this. This is important stuff here. Let's give it a go. Yeah. This is the stuff. It's intense. There's a little bit of heat from that chipotle powder. There's smoke from the paprika. And then that lime, that added little lime right at the end pops. You get the comfort from the cheese. The beans are creamy and soft. There's so many textures going on. It's just delicious. A little beer. Now, as always, we will have the recipe and instructions up in the video description section on YouTube and in our website. And remember, guys, we will see you on Tuesdays for our regular episodes and Fridays for cocktails or basic skills. So until next time, you're all invited to come on over, come on in, and let's celebrate. Cheers. Now I have to go be alone with my chili now. See you later.